through and get started with a quick warm-up. And today we have 5 exercises that we'll go through 3 times. Our work times are going to be a little bit longer, so we're going to be working from anywhere from a minute up to a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then that's the same thing with our recovery times. So let's come into a body weight squat. We'll take our feet hip to shoulder width, dropping our hips down and back, pausing for a second at the bottom to a nice deep squat. Stand up nice and tall at top, push through the hips. Good, we'll add on to this. So as we come down into that squat, let's take our fingertips to the floor. And then as we come up, we're gonna pop up onto our toes and extend the arms straight up overhead. Good, let's do one more here. Good, drop the arms down, give it a little shake out. We're gonna move into a little hip series. So let's start by planting our left foot. We're gonna take our right knee up into the center, swing it out wide and down. Good, now we're gonna reverse directions. So we're gonna take our right foot out wide, pick it up and over and back to the center. Good, last one here. All right, let's take our right foot down to the floor. Same thing other side. We'll go left knee up to the center, out wide and down. And reverse, left foot out wide, back to the center. Good, one more. All right, taking your feet underneath our hips, we're gonna move our warm up into our upper body. So we'll come to some nice big arm circles forward. Good, and reverse, big arm circles backwards. Good, drop the arms down and to adjust our shoulders, we're gonna pull our shoulders up towards our ears, bring them back behind, then pull them all the way down. One more. All right, last one in our warm up, we have a lateral shifting squat. So we're gonna take our feet out much wider than hip width. Keeping our left leg straight, we're gonna bend that right knee, shift our weight over to that side. We'll pause for a second, come back to the center, move over towards the left side. Just gonna move back and forth through this one. Let's go one more time on each side. Good. All right, let's grab a quick drink of water. And today we're going to be using weights, whereas last class was all body weight. So I grabbed an 8-pound medicine ball. I would say go on a medium weight side, just because our work times are longer. All right. First exercise up, we're grabbing that weight. We're going to be working for a minute and a half. We are combining a center tap with a side set. So we're going to start with that medicine ball up overhead. We're going to step out to one side, stick the hips back, bring that ball down between our knees, or the weight down between our knees. Weight will come back up overhead, Step over to the other side and chop it down. You have a minute and a half here. And that minute and a half begins in 3, 2, and 1. So as you chop that ball down, let's keep a little bit of a bend in our knees. Making sure to control that weight as it comes down. Good, we're 30 seconds in, 1 minute left. Remember to keep breathing. Good, almost through it, 40 seconds. Good, in 30 seconds, we have an active recovery. Last 15 seconds. We have 5, 3, 2, 1. Good, set that weight aside. Our active recovery this round, we're gonna take 3 diagonal steps forward, and then we're gonna do a nice little jog back or a quick walk back. So we have 2 minutes here, so it's forward, 2, and 3, and walk, quick walk, or jog back. Forward, 2, 3, quick steps back. Making sure to change up which foot you start forward with each time. During this active recovery, we want our heart rate elevated, but we should be recovering from our last work effort. Less than a minute here. So keep up that side, or keep up those diagonal steps. And I'm going to demonstrate our next exercise. We're going to be working for 1 minute on each side. So a 2-minute work effort. We have a reverse lunge combined with a lateral lunge. So we'll step 1 foot back into that reverse lunge first. We'll bend at both knees. Then we're going to bring that leg up from behind, swing it out wide, come into a lateral lunge, push off, and repeat. So we have 15 seconds left in this this active recovery, and then we switch to those lunges. All right, let's go right side first in 3, 2, and 1. Right leg steps back, bend at both knees, engage your core, pull that right knee up to the center, then bring it out wide, bend the right knee, push off, find your balance, and bring it back. We switch sides in 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds here. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Moving right into that left side. Left foot steps back. Left knee drives through. The left leg steps out wide. more than halfway through. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Our second active recovery is just going to be a march. So we're going to get our knees up nice and high, staying nice and light on the balls of our feet. We're here for 1 minute. Keep that march going. Our exercise that's up next is a slow burpee. So we're going to stick our hips back, bring our hands down to the floor, step it out into a high plank. We'll step both feet in, either right behind our hands or to the outside. Then we'll stand up, no jump at the top. We have 15 seconds left in this march, and then we have 1 minute of those burpees. All right, switching over in 3, 2, and 1. So think hips back, hands down to the floor, 1 foot back at a time. Pause for a second in that high plank, and step both feet forward. Stand up nice and tall up top, and repeat. Thirty seconds. Good. Almost there. 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So making our way back up. So we're standing. Our next active recovery is another 1 minute one. We're going to go 2 to 3 side steps. And then we're going to come down, touch the floor with one hand, pop back up. 2 to 3 side steps the other way. Floor touch. Here we go. 1 minute. And making sure we alternate hands. Which one comes down to the floor? All right, we have 30 seconds left here, and then we're bringing it back down to the floor for Russian twists. So we're going to be sitting, we're going to take that weight, we're going to bring the ball over to each side. So keep up those side steps. Another 15 seconds here. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab your weight. Let's bring it down to the floor. We're going to be sitting up nice and tall in your sit bones. Heels are going to be dug into the floor. Or you can cross one ankle over the other. Either one's fine. We start these twists in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and tall. Taking that weight over side to side. Looking at our knees, they should be parallel the whole time. We don't want too much of a weight shift where they're moving side to side. Should be pretty stationary. "30 seconds. Good. Keep working 20 seconds here. Our active recovery after this next one is a bridge or bridges. for 1 minute. So we'll be on our back and I'll demonstrate those soon because we're almost done with these twists. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Toss the weight aside. We're going to come down onto our backs next. We're going to take our feet hip to shoulder width. We're going to roll our hips underneath so there's no space between your lower back and the floor. And then maintaining that tuck. You're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Pause for a second up top. And then slowly lower back down and reset that hip tuck if you need to. Again, we're in these bridges for 1 minute. Let's get started if you haven't already. Again, we're just gonna pause for a second up top. This is our recovery. So now's the time. Take a second and catch your breath. Good, we're halfway through. And then we have one more work effort left in this round. And it'll be for just 30 seconds. We'll take a quick water break afterwards. And then we have that circuit 2 more times through. So we're almost through with these bridges. 10 more seconds. 3, and 2, and 1. Good, last 30 seconds of work. We're gonna flip over so we're on our stomach. Legs will be straight out behind us. Arms are gonna come straight up overhead. We're gonna do some intentional swimming. So we're gonna lift up opposite arm and leg and hold for a second. So we'll lift right arm and left leg, pause, lower back down. Left arm, right leg, pause, lower back down. 30 seconds, we go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Opposite arm and leg. As you come up, let's focus on lifting our chest up off the floor and squeezing your glute on the opposite leg. Five seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. That's the end of round 1. Let's grab some water. All right. We're gonna head back to the top, grabbing our weight. We have that side step. Chop it down to the center, and then bring it up overhead. All right, 1.5 minutes. We start round 2 in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Again, start with that ball straight up overhead. Step, hips back, down between the knees. One minute left. Good, last 30 seconds here. Good, last 10 seconds. Then we're moving into our 3 diagonal steps forward and our slow jog or walk back. We're done in 3, 2, 1. Set the balls aside into that active recovery. Forward, 2, 3. Slow walk or a little light jog back. Here for 2 minutes. One minute down, one left to go. Getting our steps in for the day. Good, let's go for 30 more seconds. Then we move into our reverse lunge to the lateral lunge, or the side lunge. Five seconds, make our way back to the center of our mat, starting with that right side. We move into that right reverse lunge. Hold that leg up, find that balance, bring it out to the side, right lateral lunge. Making sure we get a good push off of that right side to get our weight back to the center. More than halfway through. We switch in 15 seconds. Moving to the left in 5, 3, 2, 1. Clamp the right side, take the left side back. Thirty more seconds. Good, in 10 seconds, we bring it back to that march for our recovery. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center, getting our knees up. 1 minute here, making sure we tighten up our core, pulling our belly button in towards our spine to help drive those legs up. Good, 30 more seconds. Keep those arms swinging. Slow burn in 10. Switching in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Hips back. Hands down to the floor. Step 1 foot back at a time. Pause for a second in that high plank. And step up. Fifteen seconds. Little bit of a bend of the knee. 2 to 3 side steps. Drop it down. Leg floor touch. Thirty seconds. In 15. We have our Russian twists up next. In 10. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Down to the floor. Grab your weight. We have Russian twists for a minute. In 3, 2, and 1. Take those heels down. Weight comes side to side. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can take your heels up off the floor, but I still want you focusing on keeping your knees level and not shifting your weight too much back or forth. Halfway through. We switch over to bridges in 15 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Set the weight aside. Coming down onto our backs, we tuck our hips up and underneath, and we push the hips up into that bridge. Our 1 minute begins now. And keep working. 30 more seconds here. And we have that last 30-second work effort. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's flip over. Our nice controlled swimmers. Arms up overhead. Opposite arm and leg lift and hold. 30 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Almost through it. 5 more seconds. 2, and 1. Good. That brings us to the end of round 2. Let's grab one more water break. And then we have that circuit one more time. We'll end with just a couple minute stretch cool down. All right, let's come back to our weight. Back to the top, we have our chop down to the center, ball comes back overhead. We begin round 3 in 3, 2, and 1. As we begin to get tired, let's engage our hips to help get that ball back up overhead. So as we come down from here, push right through the hips, back to standing, help get that ball up. Good. Less than 30 seconds. $15. Then we have our diagonal steps again with our jogger walk back. You switch in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Medicine balls, weights aside. Getting into that diagonal step for 3. And then light jog, walk back. Forward, 2, 3, and back. One minute left here. Good, keep it up. We got 30 seconds. And then we're up to our reverse lunge and lateral lunge series. Ten seconds. Make our way back to the center of our room, center of our mat. Right side reverse lunge to lateral lunge. Here we go. Right leg steps back, bend both knees. Drive that knee up and step it out. Thirty more seconds. switch to the left side in 15. Switching to the left in 3, 2, and 1. Left leg steps back. Twenty seconds. Good, we're down to 10, and then we bring it into that nice high march in 5, 3, 2, and 1. 1 minute active recovery. Nice and light on our toes, landing near the ball of our foot. 30 more seconds. Good, almost perfect. 15 seconds, we switch over into that nice slow burpee in 10, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, 1 minute here. Drop the hips back, hands down, feet walk out, and back in. We are more than halfway there. Fifteen seconds. Then we move into our side step with the floor touch in 5, 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of a bend in the knees. Side step, 2 to 3, floor touch, head back the other way. Less than 30 seconds left. Russian twists up next. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab our weight. Last time. 1 minute. Russian twists in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Heels are down, or like I mentioned last time, if you want to make it a little bit harder, pick them up off the floor. $30 seconds down, 30 seconds left. Last 10 seconds in our twists, and then we're down on the floor for bridges. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Weight aside. Bring it right down to the floor. Start with the bridges. Slow and controlled. Focus on taking some nice deep breaths. Last 20 seconds. 10 seconds. We flip over in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Last 30 seconds of work left for today. We're on our stomachs. Legs are straight. Hands are straight. Alternating swimming in 3, 2, and 1. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're just going to take a couple minutes to stretch and cool down. Staying on our stomachs, let's slide our hands underneath our shoulders. Push up, straighten the arms. Drop the hips down to the floor. Relax the shoulders down and back away from your ears. Nice deep breaths. Good, let's lower our chest back down to the floor. We're gonna push up onto our knees. We're gonna take our knees out just a little bit wider than hip width. And then from here, let's rock our hips back towards our heels, keep the arms straight, and lower the head down to the floor. Good, let's rock back forward. We're gonna make our way back to standing. Like we did in our warm-up, we'll take it into some arm circles forward. Keeping the arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And reverse. Good, drop the arms down. Let's plant our left foot to start. We're gonna take our hands either underneath our thigh or just below our knee. Pull up towards your shoulder and chest. Pause for a second. Bring it down and switch sides. We'll just alternate back and forth between the two. Let's go one more time on each side. Good. Shake out the legs. Let's take our right arm straight across our body. Hook the left up and underneath. We're going to pull our right arm in towards our chest. Good. Release. Shake out the arms this time. Let's go left arm across. Right hooks up and under and pull in. Good, and release. We're gonna end with some stretches for our neck. So let's relax the shoulders down. Keeping our shoulders relaxed, we're gonna drop our right ear over towards our right shoulder. And we'll bring our head back to center. Go other side, left ear to left shoulder. And back to center. Great job today. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a great rest of your day.